We were backstage. They were having some kind of meeting backstage before the show starts. Chevy was kind of being overbearing, and everybody was pissed off at Chevy. And Jane Curtin's walking around, God damn it, him.
Saturday Night Live, a place where comedy legends are born. From the outside, it's all laughs, applause, and standing ovations. But behind the sketch comedy magic, away from the cameras, something far less funny was happening. Clashing egos, bitter rivalries, friendships torn apart. Tonight, we dive deep into the backstage battles of SNL, the co-stars who went from sharing the spotlight to sharing pure hatred. The iconic feud that split the stage. Which feud is still remembered as one of SNL's most toxic? Chevy Chase and Bill Murray. Both comedy powerhouses, but when Chase returned to host after leaving SNL, tensions boiled over. Just minutes before going live, they had a screaming match in the halls, which reportedly turned physical. Murray later admitted the insults got personal, and to this day, the air between them is frosty at best. Jimmy Fallon and Tracy Morgan. Early in Fallon's career, he was seen as a golden boy by producers, but some cast members thought he was too eager to please management. Morgan felt Fallon was fake and said in his book that Fallon was never truly part of the SNL family. Although they eventually made peace, the wound left a mark on their time together. Absolutely. When Nora Dunn refused to appear in an episode hosted by controversial comedian Andrew Dice Clay, it caused a rift with castmate Victoria Jackson, who believed Dunn was being overly self-righteous. What started as a political disagreement quickly turned into a personal Cold War, with both women refusing to speak off-camera. When comedy turned competitive. Were there moments where jealousy ruined relationships? Tina Fey and Jimmy Fallon were friendly, but insiders revealed that when Fey became head writer and the face of Weekend Update, some cast members, including Fallon, struggled with the shift in attention. Though subtle, the rivalry was felt in writers' meetings and even in live sketches where improv moments got a little too pointed. The clash of generations. Did generational gaps ever spark conflict? Yes, the legendary John Belushi famously clashed with Jane Curtin. Belushi reportedly didn't respect female comedians and made it clear he thought women weren't as funny. Curtin has since said in interviews that working with Belushi was miserable at times, a reminder that comedy in the 70s still had a boys' club mentality. When respect was lost forever. Did any of these feuds ever get resolved? Some did, many didn't. Chevy Chase, for example, has had a long list of SNL enemies, from Will Ferrell to Terry Sweeney, and in most cases, the damage was permanent. Former castmates have openly called him a jerk and impossible to work with, even decades later. SNL has been a launchpad for some of the most brilliant comedic minds in history. But behind the laughter, it's also been a battlefield of clashing personalities, bruised egos, and rivalries that sometimes lasted a lifetime. Because in comedy, just like in life, the hardest lines to cross aren't always the ones in the script.